Hey everybody, it's Odhinn and welcome to another Let's Try, and this time it is for Lords of Xulima. Yeah, not Xulima or Xulima, apparently it is Xulima, so there you go. Anyway, this game is not new or anything, and you don't come to me for new games, so that's not a surprise. But anyway, it's a game that I haven't played it in a while, but I did get it, I don't even know, it's probably like a year ago. Anyway, I decided to come back to it and just check it out again, and I realized this game's really kind of fun, so I kind of just want to take you through it just to show you what's going on in case you're unfamiliar with the game. So what we're going to do is start a new game just so you get an idea. We have an RPG here that's, I don't know, I guess you call it an indie RPG, but it has elements of different types of RPG games, and it comes together for something kind of unique. Anyway, let's check it out. Alright, we're going with normal difficulty because we suck. Alright, now here is obviously a big opening passage, and I'm not necessarily going to dwell here on the story because I kind of want to show you the gameplay, but basically what's going on here is we're in some world that used to be the homeland of some gods, but they left and it's been taken over by some assholes. And the good guys are gone, the good gods. And so it's all these people like left here screwed or something, and we're trying to like bring the gods back or something. I don't know. Anyway, so we can create a custom party, but honestly, we're just going to go with the quick start because it gives you like one of everything, all the stuff you'll need, and I'll show you that here. So we're going to start the game with the predetermined party. And basically we'll get another kind of story exposition here. And this is just telling you the stuff that I've kind of been telling you about. So we've arrived on the continent of Rodinia. We came from some other island or something, and we're just here to see what's going on. We're some kind of explorer, whatever that means. Our main character, so we'll see what that means, alright? If you really want to get into the story, I mean, feel free to, but it kind of takes a while, so that's why I'm kind of burning through it. Alright, so here we are at the game proper. Alright, this is showing us our movement, but let's just go over some things real quick. Here, obviously, is our party, and this is what I meant by having one of everything. Let me show you. So here, we're an explorer, that's our class. All our stuff in our inventory, our paper doll, our stats, resistances, stat line, all that stuff. So, we have a bard, and you'll note that that's kind of like a ranger. Alright, as you can see, using a bow. Then we have a thief. You would expect to have a dagger, and that is the case. Then we have a soldier, which is kind of our, our brute. He's got a mace, and the mace has a chance to stun, and stunning is very good. Then we have a cleric, that's for all our healing. And then a mage, of course, for burning shit. So we've got a full class here. And here, obviously, is the map. What you can see also on the heads-up display here, you can rest. These are torches. When it gets dark, it would be a good idea to use torches. I don't think it's similar to... It's not like Darkest Dungeon where it affects the difficulty, I don't think. I think it... But maybe it does. I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about. So there's that. And then here, this is an interesting thing. This is the food mechanic. Whenever you're moving around on the map, you're consuming food. So you always have to have food supplies, which you can either buy or gather. And this is kind of similar to things like in... what comes to mind is Wasteland 2, the food mechanic. That actually, at first I thought it was really irritating, but it actually makes things interesting. So anyway, we can move around with the mouse, but I choose to move around with WASD. The movement is pretty slow, so you can toggle your sprinting. So we're always going to be sprinting, so that's what I've done here, just to make things move quicker. As you can see, we're at the bottom left-hand corner of this map. We have this whole map to explore. Now it tells us we can examine things with the mouse. So if you hover over something, it'll give you a little tooltip. If it's an enemy, it'll show you its area of influence, where you can't move in without getting attacked. And then right-clicking usually... Actually, it probably does the exact same thing as mousing over, I don't know. Left-clicking will access it. We got some coins. And this is kind of course, like a tutorial area, and it's telling us that we can pick up plants and shit, because we're an explorer. We have an ability called Knowledge of Herbs, or whatever. And so, you see these things on the ground. This gives a skill point to the character to spend on the next level. That's actually really cool. This increases your maximum power. So this is, your typical kind of alchemy-related stuff. It goes into our inventory. Let's see, what tab? It's over here. So you can see we got all these things over here. Alright, now here's some food. This is where they teach you about food and rest. You regain your hit points and stuff when you rest, but you can't rest without food, so that's kind of the thing. And sometimes you can find food, like that. So as you can see, it increased. We have 2 days worth of food. There's the remaining amount for the current day. Alright, so we move around a little more. What did I just see here? What is that? Oh, it's a mushroom that I didn't even see. Okay. Alright, go down here, pick up some other things. And again, this is like a tutorial area, so it's much more linear. I mean, it's always, I mean, it's kind of linear overall, but it's definitely more so right now. Just trying to get us familiarized with all the mechanics. So here is the first town. And this is like our main storyline quest that it starts us with. Beyond the forest stood a human village. Could there really be humans living in Xulima? Because again, it was the homeland of the gods, and then it was taken over by some shitbags. So, yeah. Anyway, here we got our sign that tells us, hey, it's the village of Velagarn. And then here's where we meet the asshole Velagarn guards. They actually work for some dude named Ningorth, and they're assholes, is what we learn. No stranger uses the village without paying a toll. So you have to pay 100 gold to go into the village unless you want to fight all of them, and they'll kill you. So we obviously don't have 100 gold right now. So we're going to say, fuck you. And so we can't just march past him right now unless we want trouble. So we can basically find another way around. Another thing that's real shitty, by the way, is once you are able to pay the guards, like after you come and go for like a couple days, they'll charge you again. Like it gets really annoying. So eventually, I'm assuming I'm going to have to kick their asses and kick them out of town. But I have to be stronger. Alright, and now we're going to get our first taste of combat relatively soon. Here it is. So you see, you mouse over, you see the sphere of influence, and it'll tell us about that right here. And yeah, it shows you it's a solitary creature, but if you... Here's where the right click is. You can see... oh yeah, look, it's kind of like... I don't know, like on Heroes of Might and Magic or something. Kind of similar map event here. So we're going to go ahead and fight. Now combat is turn-based, and I like the animations and the battle backgrounds and everything, really interesting. So here they give you this really long explanation, but it's really kind of self-explanatory. This is the turn order. Very simple. The people in the back row can only attack with pole arms or ranged weapons or magic. So people in the front row, you're going to want usually your melee people. Also, if you're over here on the far right and there's no one available on the far right, you usually cannot attack over here, or you can't attack over here. I don't know. It just depends. So, we're starting now with the ranger, or I'm sorry, yeah, the bard, which I call the ranger. So she's got just a standard... Well, there's different things we can do. Like, we can come up here and do Songs of Glory, which are like buffs and stuff like that, or use items. Like this Song of Courage, for instance. This will... increase the accuracy of your allies, and you can see how long it lasts and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to use that right now. I'm just going to use a regular attack. So you can see we've done 5 HP of damage. Now we've moved to our thief. I'm actually very surprised that happened. Now the thief has that dagger. That dagger actually causes bleeding, which is what you saw. So they're going to lose 1 hit point per turn. I like that a lot. Alright, here we are with our explorer. We can actually reach this person. I kind of just want to... It's not going to kill them, as you can see. We have a 63% chance of doing 4 to 5 hit points worth of damage. And they blocked. Now we are here on our cleric. Of course, normally used for restoration and stuff like that, but for now we're going to just keep the damage going with the polearm. Stunned, which is always good. Okay, so here we are with our mage. We have a really powerful spell here, Sparks. We could finish this dude off, but I really want to put some serious hurt on someone else. So that's what we did. So now we got this soldier here who, again, like I said, can stun with the mace, which is important. Because if you stun them enough, they won't be able to attack you on their turn. So you can see that this guy is next. He's going to move next. We could possibly do 7 to 9 hit points worth of damage. I don't know if we'll kill him. We could possibly kill this one. Let's try this one. Okay, so he's stunned, and you'll notice that his card has now been bumped down. Okay, so he doesn't get to move next because of the stun, and that is awesome. So our thief is really weak, but she does bleeding. If she can hit this dude, it'll be over for him. Awesome. Oh yeah, laugh it up, you bitch. You'll be dead very soon. Goodbye, got a crit. Back to our explorer. Alright, so now we're back to our cleric, and it would be a good time to do a little bit of healing, you know? So we'll go over here to the light heal. You see it takes 4 of the mana points. That's the blue bar under their health. And we'll just click on Gowlin, our explorer. And so we got a little healing going on. Nice, got that stun. So you can see these way down at the bottom of the list now, which is fantastic. Now I could use some more of my mana to really put some hurt on him, but I have so many moves here, I don't think I need to waste it. So we'll just do a normal pole arm attack. Our thief, now she can't do anything from here, so she's just going to have to guard. And yes, you can change the arrangement either outside of combat or in combat on your turn. But we don't need to do any of that. Victory, we didn't find any items, but we got this stuff. So that is very cool. And I really like the combat in this game. I find it to be very satisfying. Alright. Now, as you can see, we've got some armor and shit. Now, it's really pathetic. You can see how much it weighs. That's the scale. And then you see the defense it offers. That's the shield icon there. So we'll take all that, we'll go to our inventory, and we're going to give it to our explorer first. And we can just double click to equip those. There they are on the paper doll. Very nice. Alright, now you'll also notice that we got a lot of gold, so now we can pay off the guards to get into the city. It won't be the last time we pay them, unfortunately. Oh, I skipped a couple of things over here. Yeah. Now, like, we can apply these things to the party, I think, just by consuming them. Like, maximum hit points increased by 1. If you right-click, you need 10 units to make 1 salve. So you can see you need a certain amount of them to put them all together to where they become consumable. Alright, so we get this asshole stopping us again. Very well, here's your money. So we paid him 100 gold. I did not... Ah, this is part of the quest. You're looking for the temples. The Temple of Febrit stands to the north of this city, is what he's telling me. The prince's castle is in Nabros to the east, so now I know how to find the prince too, and I want to kick his ass and kill him most likely, so that's good to know. Do you think the prince would receive you? So in other words, this guy's telling me the prince ain't gonna let you get into these temples. And then he's just basically just giving me shit. Alright, so here we are, we're in the town of Velagarn, so we're gonna talk to this dude first. He's the trainer. So, when we go here, he kind of welcomes us and says, hey, I don't know where you're from. Where's, you know, it says, oh, it's obviously inhabitants of Xulima know nothing of the great continent of Rodinia. So apparently these people just have no idea what's going on in the world. Everything's really weird. There you go. So he tells me, look, be careful. All these guards are assholes. The prince is an asshole. We all just kind of get by, but nobody likes him. And also, oh, get this. He's locked up all these innocent people, and he's turned the temples into prisons, and the people are locked in the temples. And that's basically what he's telling us here. And then he tells us about some famous king that everyone loved, but he's not around anymore, and you know this kind of shit. So here's our quest journal kind of updated. Now we can look at job postings. We can train abilities, which I don't want to mess with right now, but I'll just show it to you. So here, we can improve a skill of our choosing by using a skill point. So we can do that. In fact, I mean, what the hell? Let's just click on that. So the party loses gold coins. Now here's when it tells us that once we level up, each character will now have an extra skill point. So that's what we paid for. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to leave and explore the rest of the town. As you see, we got our general merchant right here. So we go look at his goods. You can see now here, this is kind of cool. Like, depending on who you have selected, it'll show you what you can use. Like the stuff with the red background, I obviously cannot use. You can see it cannot be equipped because it requires a skill I don't have. If I go here, you can see, well, this person can't use any of that shit. This person can use those 3 things. This, and by the way, the blue background means it's like a special enchanted thing. As you can see, that has a cold enchantment. So basically, I don't really want to buy any new weapons right now because I don't really know what all I'm going to need and don't have a ton of money, but it's good just to kind of see that. We also have armor that we could buy, obviously, and then we have rings and such, but as you can see, everything costs money, and I don't really have it. Now, we could get 5 healing potions, which we might want. That's only 20 gold, so we're going to do that, because that will be necessary at some point. Alright, and then aside from our general merchant, we have our food dealer. And this, as you can see, you can fill your food reserves for this many days, that many days. So we need 6. This is the only one we can afford. We'll do it. Alright, so our food is filled up, or at least as best as it can be right now. And then here we just have some regular NPC villagers that will kind of tell us things, add to the lore, that kind of thing. Over here, well, actually, there's a well, and this will increase our food stores if we use the water, as you can see. Well usually has some sort of liquid in it, as you can see. You don't know what it's going to do. It tells you what the color is. I think Dark Indigo does like cold protection. All party members gain 1 point of cold resistance. Yeah, so depending on which... I don't think these stack. I think whichever well you've used last, that's the buff you have. Ooh, extra torch, okay. And down here we have an inn. And this guy, basically, you can listen to rumors, you can rest for 8 hours or rest for a full day. We don't need... well, it's just, this will refill over time, so we'll just get that water. This is the same thing again. I don't think it stacks, but it's the same one. Alright, up here we just have a few more NPCs. We have to pick this lock, and we're not going to try that right now because it's fairly difficult, and we have no reason to. Alright, and here is like our healer. You come here and get healed in between quests. Not just healed, but also have, afflictions taken away. Right, and down over here, obviously a graveyard. And we'll pick that up. Another NPC, some more water. Something there. Ooh, that's a lot of money. This guy will ask you to pick 20 of these things to give to him, and then he'll give you money. But I don't want to sit here collecting 20 of these things, but just so you know. That is a lockpick. Very nice. Alright, so as you can see, we've pretty much discovered most of the town. Now if we come over here, this is... now it's going to start telling us about night because it's getting dark. When night falls, you can illuminate your surroundings by using torch or spell. On the bottom right of the screen, you'll find a button to light or douse your torch. Never go out on an adventure without a handful of torches. Okay, so going down here and exploring, we have... it says difficulty troublesome. I think we can take this, so we're gonna move on in here. Alright, so this is a big asshole right here. This is the standard dude we just fought, but this is a big asshole, so we have to be really concerned about him. So I want him bleeding, but our thief missed. I still have this guy coming up next, and hopefully we'll be able to stun him, because when he hits someone, it does a lot of damage, so please... and naturally. First he gets to move, that's not good. Now this dude... look at this shit. 16, and then you bleed for 3 per turn. That's absolutely ridiculous. So obviously this should be my priority here, but we just cannot hit him. We're definitely going to hit him with some sparks, that's for fucking sure. Okay, so now our cleric obviously has her work cut out for her. Again, we're going to try and get some bleeding going on, but we will fail. Hopefully we'll get a hit and a stun here. And we did not naturally, so we are in trouble. Oh man, this could be bad right here. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. So that was not good. If he hadn't been blocking magically every single hit, we would have had no problem here. Alright, so Thief again. Finally got the bleed, but the bleed is pointless. It's only 1 health point per turn. Apparently I'm barely doing any damage. That's ridiculous. Alright, so I don't want to take any more chances. I want to kill this dude. And he's still alive. I guess my best move right now is to heal. She can probably only do 1 more spell. That sucks. Okay. Ah, God, come on. Critical fail. So she hurt herself on a crit fail. That's always fun. Our ranger's almost dead. Okay, so that dude is finally dead. Honestly, what I'd like to do is move her out of the way so that she can't be hit, but she's probably going to die from her bleeding anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We've got enough HP, or MP actually, to do this 1 more time. See, I want to get her out of the way, because this dude cannot attack her now. But again, like I said, she's probably going to bleed to death anyway, so I'm wasting my time. I also could have used a healing potion, which I should have done, but I didn't. Thief can't do anything. But now, here we are. Let us attack, go to our items, go to our consumables, healing potion. So still bleeding, but hopefully she won't die. Alright, very nice. By the way, you'll notice up here you can change your equipment mid-battle. I forgot to mention that. And there we go. So once again, we found no items, but we got gold and experience, which is nice. Alright, so we have a dead dude. And so the question is, well, what the hell do we do now? Well, we'll go back to town. And again, like I said, eventually they're going to charge me 100 gold to get in those pieces of shit. Okay, so I need spiritual help. Acquire healing. Ixis is the dude. That's going to cost me 18 gold. Alright, so Ixis is back and he's feeling alright. This is relatively cheap to heal everyone else, so we're just going to do it. Alright, that's all I needed for now. Thank you very much. Alright, so you notice it's dark again. But we should probably be using a torch. So, when you click on that, as you can see, things lighten up. A chest. These are scrolls to use, some offensive and restorative spells. We will take those. Now here is a dimensional portal. This is like so you can fast travel between different places, but you have to have visited a portal to travel to it, so there's nowhere we can go right now. But that's alright. Alright, so moving along. Now we want to talk to that prince about getting to that temple, and remember the prince is to the east. That's why we're over here. Alright, so this is Nabros. That's where we're going to find the prince. So we go over here. Group of soldiers. Halt, the road is closed. Get out of here unless you want to be taken to the temple, which is kind of what I want to do, but anyway. I don't think I can handle these dudes right now, so let me just try to talk to them. Do you have something to prove that? A letter with the royal seal? No. In that case, get out of here, don't waste my time. So we need a royal seal of some sort. So this will lead us to the temple, but we need a seal, and how do we get it? And I actually don't know. We can actually go here and say, look at our notes, we can go to the main story. And this is just things that we've heard. These are the tooltips we've already read. So we're going to kind of head north and just see what else we can find right now. So here's a little group of these bastards. There's not one of those huge guys in it, so we'll fight them. Alright, so looking at the turn order, we can see what we've got in. And basically, obviously, your initiative is determined by a certain stat. That's why the thief is always going first. You know what, just for the hell of it, let's do a Song of Courage. So as you can see, everyone's got increased accuracy, which is great. Time for our soldier here with the great stun. Knock that one down 3 spaces in the turn order, which is fantastic. We've got our spell points back, so we are going to spark someone to death. I don't want to. It's not necessary on this one. Let's weaken that one. Let's see. After that's going to be the cleric. I have the same chance of hitting either one. There we go. Thief can't reach him. That's okay. Very nice. Excellent stun. Don't need to use our magic. Very cool. Unfortunately, no items found, once again, but there is stuff to be found here regardless. There's some more food right there. Now this is locked, so here's how we go with the lock breaking or lock picking. You have 3 choices of which way to go to get from here to here. That was the wrong way. That's the right way. And as far as I know, it's a guessing game. There we go. It's unlocked. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. And when this crystal is shattered, the party is instantly transported to Velagarn. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like a one-time use town portal scroll or something. Alright, let's see. Moving on. Just want to... Whoa, okay, knowledge verbs. And, oh yeah, so this skill also gives us this ability to kind of every now and again find stuff that wasn't on the map. Let me see. Where is... Oh, here we go. This is, when you look at your different characters, this shows you the skills that they can, the things they can use, their weapon skills, and how upgraded they are. These are obviously nature skills. You can see there's that knowledge of herbs that my explorer has. Over here there's Divine Realm, Energy Realm. This is, I believe, magic related stuff. But I'm actually not sure. But I don't care. Oh, there's some food. I like that. Actually, I get real, like, paranoid about the food, and I want all the food I can possibly get at all times. Okay, so this is going to be slightly difficult. And it occurred to me that I haven't saved, so maybe I should do that. Let's just do a quick save. And we'll go into battle and see what... Now, again, this is a one with that huge-ass dude. Ah! I just have a bad feeling about this, and I'm kind of delaying and stalling. Okay, here we go. Alright. So, looking at the turn order, that big piece of shit is the third person to move. That's not good. Okay, well, what can you do? Start things off that way. So he's going to move right after this ranger moves. I wish I could stun this bastard, but I really don't think we have any... Now, we could use the shuriken, but only the thief can use that, and that doesn't stun. Okay, well, we're going to have to press our luck here. Ah, why can't we ever block this dude's attack? So you know what time it is. Spark that dude up. So naturally, I'm going to use the cleric to heal him. I don't want to use an item right now. I really need him to stun this bastard. There we go. So knocked him down a little further, but not all that much. Oh god, let's keep it going. Man, my explorer dude is really weak, and he's going to be on the front lines doing melee. He's going to need a better weapon. Alright, let's try and get some bleeding over here. I mean, it's not much, but whatever. Hopefully keep Ixis alive through the next round of assaults, but we're just going to have to wait and see. We could increase accuracy, but we're not really having a problem with accuracy right now, so... Well, now we are. Please die. Yes, okay, okay, so we don't have to deal with those attacks anymore. I can manage these lighter attacks, it's not a big deal. Alright, it's the only one you can attack. Oh, you could probably finish him off. Yeah, there we go. Still bleeding every damn turn. Oh, come on. She can't do anything, but she can heal. She can't do anything. Damn it! I didn't want to use any more magic points. There we go, good stun. Oh man, we are all missing now. Why can't I ever get a block? Or a miss, you know what I mean? Do I need to it doesn't matter. If I rest it, I can either restore health or her magic points one way or another. It's fine. And that'll do it, alright. Very cool. And yeah, we saw that earlier. When you die on the front row, someone in the back row is forced up into that spot. Ooh, shit. Brass stunning axe. Ooh, it does stun too. That's awesome. Alright, so we have to determine who gets this stuff, right? Well, first let's see who can use it. I can use it. The explorer. No, no, yes. So that's 7. Oh, this will actually compare it here. Actually, his brass mace seems to do... Does it do more? Yeah, but you can see there are different types of damage here, basically. Yeah, he seems fine with the... that thing. So yeah, so oh, we already had an axe here. I should have just looked at that. That's probably what I need to use. So now we have the brass stunning axe instead of the brass axe. That's really cool, actually. Who needs... Well, Ixis obviously needs armor, but he's going to need something heavier. Wait a minute. There it is. Does this count as an accessory, possibly? I'm not exactly sure what it does. It doesn't say anything about stats. It goes here in the cloak slot. Alright, well, let's look at this. Like, Kira, she's got 11 defense. If I add the cloak, it doesn't change her defense at all. So, I'm not exactly sure what that does. Let's see. Attention, rodent traps have been placed inside. I guess they're talking about this thing. Now we could keep going up this way. Now, as you can see, this thing was lighting up here. It's telling us there's some danger ahead. And you can see that we're not ready for that right now. So these rats, you can see the area of influence. It says balanced. I think we can take them without any issue, but I think it might be smart to rest. Now, what I like to do is rest until all characters are healed. Usually does not take too long, so there we go. Quick save. And let's go fight these rats. Alright, so as usual I'm looking at the turn order just to kind of see. Okay. So as usual we'll start with the thief. Oh, that's great. Now look at that. Much more damage with our new axe. And stun, but we didn't have to stun because the thing's dead. Yeah, I was going to say I don't even need to use the fire there. Alright. It may have some value for the purpose of crafting ornaments. Okay. So those rats, that's actually fairly simple. Let's go this way. Sporia Forest. The forest seems quiet and peaceful. It does not seem as dangerous as the warning sign claims. Alright, so now here's another mechanic of the game. There's hostile areas. When you enter a hostile area, you can be attacked without warning by something that's not on the map, which is kind of like, you know, old school JRPGs like Dragon Warrior, where you don't actually see the enemy and it just pops up and gives you a heart attack. You can try to run by using a camouflage ability, which takes power points. The total number of enemy in one of these areas, it's fixed, so if you kill them all, then it no longer becomes a hostile area. Okay, so we're entering a hostile area here, and obviously there's nothing we can do to get past this thing but fight it. Now, I find these things to be extremely difficult. A quick save, and then we're going to go into battle just to show you how bad this is. See, look at that. 13, that's like the damage that that big-ass green son of a bitch was doing. Oh, we're always off to a great start, aren't we? We need to increase everybody's accuracy if that shit's going to be going on. Yeah, this is bad. This is real bad. Okay. The cleric is actually going to have to be offensive here. Actually, I could have healed Ixis. What am I thinking? Oh my god. Hey, I think it was like the first time we've ever gotten a block. Ah, shit. Stunned on top of everything else. Oh shit. That was good, actually. Ah, god damn it, I needed that. I needed a stun. Ah, god, you people are killing me. You're fucking killing me. Alright, he cannot he can't attack Gallon. And Gallon's not bleeding. He'll probably hit Ixis. No, he's gonna go for Kira. Okay. Oh my shit. There we are. Things are looking up now. Holy crap. And of all people, it's Kira the Thief that kills him. Alright. Cool. Hey, a spore cures stun. I didn't know that. We got some of those. Okay. Well, holy shit. Didn't expect that to go as well as it did. Alright. Oh, save a quick game. So again, we're in a hostile area, so there could be more shit that we don't know about. So I'm going to try and rest. There we are. Alright, that's good. Let's do another quick save. I probably have like 50 quick saves. It's probably not even saving over them. Anyway. Okay, our torch just went out. But it seems that, as you can see, here's the time. It's like 6 in the evening. What the hell? Well, this is supposedly a hostile area, but we haven't hit anyone yet. Well, you know, anyone that popped up out of nowhere. Should happen any second now. Let's get a torch going. This is kind of creeping me out. Here we are. Okay, so as you can see, the difficulty, it's very difficult, so we could try to get the hell out of here. If we use the camouflage skill, it uses 5 power points. I don't remember where the damn power points are listed. Let's see if we can do this. It was successful. Oh, look at that. Difficulty Titanic, so we're certainly not going that way. And what do we have here? Look at that Altar of Fibrit. We get some experience. Now you can pray or offer an item. I don't know what item I would offer. Let's just pray. The party receives the following blessing. Fibrit. As you see, it pops up right there. Blessed. Increases all resistances by 15 points. That is pretty sweet. I'm gonna save that. We got some edible fruits, so we got more to our food reserves. That's very good. And a well is always good. It's a dark green color. Don't know what that means. We'll do it. All members gain 1 point of mental resistance. Holy shit, we found a hidden treasure. Sporia Meadow. As you can see, that's not doable. Oh shit, we've been ambushed by something really bad. Again, I don't know where the power points are. I'm assuming we still have them though, so... No, he does not have enough power points. Oh shit. Okay, so now we have a 60% chance of avoiding combat, which means we have no chance. Oh my god, it worked. That shit never works. I can't just fight my way through there, that sucks. Yeah, so basically this introduces one of the difficulties of the game, and that is sometimes you gotta find an alternate route around. And that's what I've been trying to do, of course, this whole time. Let's check this thing out real quick. Whoa. So we got some ravens, and the difficulty is impossible. That's always good to see. Let's get this torch going again. This is dark as shit. Alright, so we're obviously going to have to figure out how to get like a royal seal and these other shits. Oh, that's right. That's where the portal is. Yeah, so basically, I just have to come back to town, talk to people, get more clues for my quests. There's bound to be someone who can tell me about the royal seal. Ooh, shit. Magic potion, okay. Like, for instance, we have plenty of money. Let's see what happens when we listen to the local rumors. Claimed to have found a path through Sporia Forest, but he has not returned since his expedition into the dangerous forest. So every now and again it'll give us an interesting tidbit. Let's see here. Tell me about the prince. Someday he'll get his due. Let's ask him about the sacred temples. He tells us about these different princes like Ningorth or whatever that have been desecrating these temples. So now he's telling me, if you want to know more about this, go find this hermit. And he lives in the Golden Woods, so we would just have to find that. So, Odhinn the hermit knows something about the impious princes. The hermit lives in the Golden Woods of Serentia, north of Velagarn, so I must make my way there. So this is another place we're going to need to go check out. If we look at the job postings, here's a new mission for Dobrik's Ring. Okay, this dude wants you to recover the ring, or actually it's a lady, I'm sorry. The last time this guy who had it, though, he was seen, he was heading for the rat cave near the Tower of Melancholy. You can reach the cave. So that was like, I think that was where we just were, but now it might be accessible. We will accept the mission. Alright. Okay, and then of course, remember, before you ever go back out, you should sell things, and you should definitely restock your food for a little bit, so I'm going to say, give me 3 days worth of food. Thank you. And that's where we're going to stop this Let's Try. So, again, this is Lords of Xulima. I find it to be very entertaining. It's one of those indie RPGs that it doesn't need a bunch of flash and shit to really pull you in, because it's got a lot of interesting and cool mechanics and stuff. So I urge you to check it out. If you guys like this, let me know. Maybe we'll do some more videos of it. But I want to thank you all for checking this out right now, and we will see you next time.